at Woot. Oh, I need this one. So we'll make 3 of those. And then we'll oh no, I already have that, so I don't need that. I need these and that. Alright, so if that's there, we throw one of these on there. What am I doing? No, I have to make one of these first. Wow. Failing a lot here. Alright, so before we do those, why do I have peanuts on here? Yeah, let's just get rid of that. So I need the dye and the color prism and then Stygian. Okay. So I put the dye there. One of those there, and then one of those there. Okay, and then let's make a second one of those. Okay. Oops. And then so we'll put those 2 away. Now we take one of these, put it on there. Throw one of these and one of these. Okay, and that made what level? Tier 2. So gas is tier 2, wither skeleton is tier 3. Alright, well I would have lost the bet. Let's put that there, and then we throw one of these, one of those, and then this makes tier 2 blaze. Okay. So in order to make one of the, I guess a tier 1 mob would be like one of these types of non-hostile ones, I guess. Which would be fine if I was trying to farm like food or something up, but or maybe one of those ancient guardians or whatnot. We'll just bear that in mind because we could always go to another realm, highlight them, and then bring them back over. So, but we're gonna need, what tier is that? That's tier 2. It's tier 2 to farm ghasts or blazes. Tier 3 is wither skeleton. So tier 3 is out to there. This is a lot of pieces. Let's see here. So if we're going to do factory flesh casing, we're going to need a lot of these iron ingots. Oh, this is going to take forever. Rib bones. So the flesh casing, bone casing. Oh, well this tells us, this thing would tell us. So what do we need for this? Another factory layout, comparator, dispenser, bone, string. Maybe we should just go ahead and make this. So I've explained how this is done, and I've shown you some of the recipes, and you see how it's done, how you use the anvil, and we have to go around collecting all kinds of ingredients to make these blocks. I'll show you, let me work on actually building all these blocks off camera, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to assemble this with the auto hammer or manually. Okay, so yeah, see you in a few hours. So let's see here. For now, let's just get rid of that. So we need that die. We need the core die. Core die. And then we need to make one of these. So if I throw that on there, throw one of those on there. I'm standing too close. So throw these three with the core die and it makes that. So let's see here. Let's throw one of those, that, and that. And that makes that. And then just a factory base with the heart core in the crafting table. Okay, so factory base, heart core, and crafting table. All right. So we have that. We'll need a bone casing. I think the bone casing. So bone casing is that. Nice. And then the flesh casing is like that. All right. And then a blaze rod with one of these. Do I still have that blaze rod on me? No. There's none in there. I think I put that there. So put this, and it makes one of these. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a tier 1 factory controller. All right. Ender pearl. Poison gland. One of these caps, I'm gonna need quartz shard. All right, so let's make a couple of those. For now, let's put some of this away. Let's throw that on there. Okay. Redstone. Wow, this happens fast. Okay. So need to go grab some redstone. Redstone, okay. That's the die. So if we tap one of those, No. Let's go. To farm a bunch of these blaze rods. This does not make me happy. Yeah, we'll put it there. Yeah, so I need, let's see here. So if we're building it manually, factory heart, flesh casing and bone casing. So the factory heart goes there. Oh, let's put a filler block here. No. Okay. Factory heart goes there, and see, yeah, so it takes up that space. We'll get rid of that block. And then flesh casing. Okay, and you see how the spacing in between blocks is there. You'll know you've actually successfully assembled it when all those, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't look right, does it? I think I've done this part correctly. Okay. And then that piece, I don't know. So the other way of doing this is to grab this piece, and whatever blocks you have, it'll just put in the right place as you do too. Alright, so the factory ender casing will have to get in there, but that's how that works. And so I gotta have to get so I have to get the more blaze casings and then 60 ender casings. It's been rough. It's been it's taken me a couple of trips in the nether. I managed to die a couple of times in the nether because the blaze rods needed lots and lots of blaze rods. So I'm almost finished with the structure. See, let me show you how I was going about it. So I would build blocks, and then using this, I would right click until it would tell me what I was missing. And so We have these flesh casings. That was pretty simple. We did the bone casings. That was not bad. And there's, you know, it builds out in the back here. But these ender casings are actually not that bad because we've been farming a lot of ender pearls, so that's okay. But these blaze ones right here, we haven't been collecting a lot of blaze rods, and basically there's a low chance in loot bags to get blaze rods. My farm here isn't collecting nether mobs, so I'm tempted to make something in the nether, you know, a blaze farm or something. But really, once we get this up and running, I'll be able to use this blaze controller. It's a tier 2, but I think it'll work at a tier 3 level anyway. So yeah, so what we need now is the tier 3 caps. So once you build these up, this is your upgrade base. And so when you want to add upgrades to this, we'll deal with those right here. They sit on these upgrade bases. And then another thing is, once you start to fill this out, go ahead and light this up. I had a skelly hit me in the face with an arrow coming up here once. So and then you have, so at tier 1, this is the cap. It's just sort of the last levels for tier 1, and then when it expands out, these are the tier 2 caps, and then now we're going to do the tier 3 caps. So I figured I'd do these manually, or I'll show you how it looks. Yeah, so now that they're in my inventory, I just click once, and that one got placed. 2, that one got placed. 3. So I'll just place that there, and that. Oop, that was not correct. So yeah, those are all in place. So let's figure out what we need next. Next thing we need is the remote unit down below here, and I don't need to bust this down, but we'll have to put the remote unit down. So I could have brought the whole thing down a layer, but I just wanted to leave room for these lights. I didn't want to block lights or anything. So let's put this into place. Let's grab ourselves some coal. And while we're at it, what's the advanced? All right, so we would need a bunch of these for an advanced power cell. All right, so I'm not sure what the difference is. Probably higher storage, because I think we have to feed it power still. So this is just where it goes. This is just interface for power from our generators down here to get it to our case. So straightforward. And I'm gonna have to sift for more redstone. This took up a lot more resources than I thought it would. So this is Stygian. Okay. So we pop one of those and one of those. No. We need one of these. So one of those, right? Now I'm second guessing myself. Yeah. And then with that, we can assemble this. Okay. And I don't think this has to be, I think that would work like that. We will see. Now we need an input block. How's the input block built? So these are all the upgrades. I'm not interested in the upgrades yet. There we go. Factory importer. Okay, that's not bad. We could probably. Oops. So there's the importer. Maybe the exporter needs one. It doesn't. It has to be a shulker box? There we go. Exporter. Okay, so I think the importer goes next. We can look at the book, I believe. Well, if it doesn't, so this is the importer, so we'll put that next, and then the exporter doesn't. Oh, I didn't put the actual thingamajigger. Before we do that, let me grab one more cobble. Grab a stick. Let's grab, for testing purposes, let's grab a ha! I think I did it. So you notice it filled up. Doesn't seem to have any power yet. All right, so yeah, so this is the heart. So you click on this for the menu. This will be the on-off switch. So right now it knows that if we put a tier 3 blaze, it takes 83,000 RF at 260 RF per tick. That's how much it chews up, and then after 320 ticks, it should generate a blaze and then kill it, right? And so once it does that, let's so inputs, outputs, right? And so now we just have to get power up to here, and well, let's see. If I took this, all right, okay, so it's working. I will need to improve. Need to improve this little connection. I think that stays powered. I'll need to replace this bit. This is not really staying powered all that well, but we should be getting our loot here. Yeah, so we have blaze rods, some of this stuff. Okay. And there's no inputs required for blaze spawning. I can't figure out why these are not charging. I just blew that up. Well, I need to stop doing that, shouldn't don't I? Guess it gives us those machines back. Machine frames. Alright, so we can fill these up with power, but for whatever reason, this connection here isn't doing us any good. So, let's get rid of this connection and find something that will connect. Alright, unless the patch actually changed the behavior. Of those units. For now, I'll just leave that there. It has some power. Let's go back to conduits. We need energy conduit. What is the next one up? I already have energetic alloy. And conduit binder. What's the next one up? Vibrant alloy. Well, let's just let's go for these. These are enhanced. I should have that. I should have the materials for that. Let's go down here. We have binder and I have energetic alloy. So if we just do that. Okay. We don't need to insert. We're only looking for these to push up into this. Okay. All right. All right. Look, it even has a little little lightning bolt on the conduit piece. Oops. Nope. Yeah, they're going to balance out. And then all of them will power up. And then when I'm finished with that, is when we can talk about then we can turn on that other piece. These are good. Tier 4 shard. Oh, so you just, it's a drop. Nice. Okay. So drop that in there. Drop that in there. This will eventually get replaced. So the tier 4 shard, I'm going to go ahead and put it upstairs here. I can keep track of that. Whoa. Who said these could grow so high?